Today we're going to be talking about V-mount batteries, and the V-mount batteries of like the future really. Even batteries are getting apps. Batteries are getting smarter, more intelligent, more versatile, smaller, lighter, and it really just helps filmmakers and content creators in general. And I'm really excited where they're going. And this one specifically, this one is the Neewer. I have no idea how to pronounce it, but the Neewer PS099S V-mount battery. It is a 99 watt, 6,800 milliamp hour battery, meaning you can take it on a plane, and meaning it can charge things very fast as well. There's many great things about this battery, and for now, let's just talk about the ports on the top of the battery. We have two USB-C ports, a USB-A port, an 8-volt out port as well, and a 12-volt out port, and on the side, a D-tap port as well. And because this is a V-mount battery, it also has these points at the bottom so you can plug them into your bigger lights. And see, with this, I can get my rig here, just slot it in just like that. It's stuck on. Grab this USB-C cable, put it in, and like that, the OLED screen already just turned on. And it is showing from the USB-C port 9 volts going out from the battery into the camera. So that's charging the camera right now, essentially. This just won't charge, it'll also power this camera setup right now. And what's great about this USB-C port as well is that you won't have to charge the camera, you won't have to charge the battery from the D-tap, which is typically how it used to be. Now you can, with all the amount of USB-C out there, you can just get USB-C cable, your iPhone charger really, plug it in, and it will charge the camera. So this is in and out, charge and discharge. Now that it's sitting on the camera with USB-C cables, you can power the camera, microphones, monitor really, because it has all the ports on the battery itself, and then be able to see what's coming out of the battery from the OLED screen behind it. And if you are putting multiple ports in, like powering multiple devices on one rig, the power output will vary. So it won't be full power output depending how many items you're powering with the battery. So the OLED screen gives you real-time info on the battery output, the voltage that's going out of the battery. But if you wanted more information, the battery also has Bluetooth, so it will connect it to the Neewer app. And from the app, you can see more information like battery health and essentially just monitor the battery. Like I even can see the cell temperature, the output power, 3.1 watts at the moment, 86% battery life left with a 31 hour and 6 minute runtime. So if it continues at this rate, this thing will still be going for 31 hours. That is a lot of time. Like you can power anything with this battery and it'll be all you need. You won't be needing to change any batteries anytime soon really with this. And in order to make this system work, it did come with this base plate, this Arca Swiss mount base plate. Right now I'm using a random tripod stand at the bottom of the base plate to help it be flat. But if I take this off right here, just twist this, because this is an Arca Swiss base plate, it connects directly to the cage I'm using on my camera, but it also comes with a plate. So if you don't have an Arca Swiss, it will come with this base plate as well that you can screw into underneath your camera and then have a very minimal setup and your camera running for ages. Very simple, very versatile. If I press this here, comes off, clips on. And this knob here allows you to actually change the angle of the V-mount battery. So you can go flat if that's something you're going for, or back up. And this knob over here will extend how far you want it away from the screen, how far you want it away from the camera. So like that. So depending on your rig, like say if it's too front heavy, you can move it closer, balance out your rig. Just very handy, very smart of this base plate right here, of this base mount. And like I said, Arca Swiss, so it just slides right on here, and turn this knob to tighten it down. And that's just stuck on there just like that. And because you can adjust the angle of this, say if you wanted the screen out of your camera, you can simply angle it down, and then you can bring out the display of your camera like that. That's just really nice to have, less adjusting and not having to take everything apart again in order to make simple adjustments just like that. This is definitely more of a minimal setup. And from here, you can power the monitor, the camera, and if you have like XLR microphones attachments, you can also power them as well, all from the V-mount battery. And it does have a little bit of weight to it, but I actually like the weight. If I get my scale here, This is a 3.3 kilogram build, which I don't mind because I do like to get those natural handheld shots. And in order to do that, to have that like that slow movement, that slow inertia, you do need to add weight to your rig in order to get that more handheld cinematic movement. You lose those micro jitters that you usually get if it's a lighter setup. That's why you see cinema rigs and some cinema builds. They make it very hefty. It makes for more natural cinematic movement when you're holding a handheld camera. So out of the box, the VMount battery actually comes with a USB-C cable and a D-tap cable. And of course the battery itself. And the battery itself only weighs 677 grams. And because it has more milliamp hours, it is that larger battery, but it actually, for what it is, for how compact it is compared to what it used to be, this is a great battery. Like the whole setup, I'm able to hold with one hand, balance it out, have it even in the middle. So this setup really is my go-to at the moment if I'm looking for, when I'm going for cinematic shots and for my client work as well. My final thoughts on this, I just love how it will power my rig for the entire day really. Before I used to have the small batteries, which I used to interchange every 1 or so hours. I am shooting 4K 60 and that does use more power from your battery. But with this behind the camera, you can last a whole lot longer, and being able to have that versatility, that peace of mind knowing that you'll have battery lasting for days on end, and then once the battery is actually done, you can just run off the battery that's in the camera, because you are charging the battery inside the camera while using this. That's just nice peace of mind. And then when it comes to price, this goes for 249 AUD, and with the base plate, the foldable base plate, 139 AUD. So 250 alone for the VMount battery. But when you think about it, that beats having to have 5 or 6 extra smaller NPFZ batteries instead, which in some cases, if you were to buy brand new, are $100 each. So keep that in mind as well. If you're thinking of, instead of having more batteries, just having one larger battery, which actually is more versatile and functional than having multiple smaller batteries. So if you are interested in this battery or the plate, I'll have the link in the description. And if you want to see more visuals, more videos of the gear I use and the cinematics I'm taking, and hopefully more vlog stuff, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.